I'm trying to get help with the motel room, but I'm having a lot of trouble with it. I'm homeless. You want to know my favorite thing about that statement? My favorite thing about that statement is that that is my best friend's band that was playing at Art Fest, which is a free city festival that cost absolutely no money. But I'm so happy to know that my friends look like a real concert. They're moving on up. New here, they sent me money. I love this. This is why I sit here and don't speak. They make a fool of themselves and I just sit here and laugh in my head. Queen shit. Yo, I kept looking at the screenshot that you were sending me and I was like, what the fuck is this? Hope this helps. Y'all are so funny. Oh my god, I love the slang these days. Hope this helps. Heart. Everybody that's in here is a troll. And all I want is to make $33 for this room. But I'm not tripping. Not one has like crashed out. I'm literally, it's 12:05. I'm chilling. It ain't the end of the world. A miracle will happen. The one thing that do suck though is I'm absolutely fucking starving and cannot get food. That's the worst. Share this live, like the live, comment on the live, donate to the live. Okay, can you just stop? You're low key arguing with nobody, and it's just annoying as fuck to me now. Hey, I think I'm in love with you. Thank you. We are 13 off of the goal. What time do you pick up your son? I can do that later. I'm not starving. I meant the smell. I got like. Yeah, I'm at McDonald's. It don't look like it, right? These walls are kind of cool. This is probably I mean, I missed the play place, but the interior of the McDonald's, they've been doing real good with that shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm about to text you real quick. I'm about to text you real quick. I walked, okay, so when I was an hour away, when I was at the hotel an hour away, I would have to take an Uber to the Giant just to get back to the city. And I would catch the bus at the Giant. So we would drive past this McDonald's. It had a big ass play place. I think that might be one of the last ones around.
Stayed inside today, did you? Oh.
Appreciate you. Okay. We just got the goal for the motel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Heather. I can check in at 2. It's 12:12. So I'll try to do like an early check-in at 1:30. I'm obviously gonna stay on live. Yes, it's a good day to be great. It's crazy how all these people, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna say this very upfront. It's really weird to me and annoying, even though y'all help, y'all sit in the background and don't do absolutely shit as so-called supporters, but you acknowledge the live and start interacting once the goal is completely made. I don't want that type of support at all. I don't want that type of support at all. That's BS to me. Because I didn't even know that half of y'all was in here. Oh, somebody smells like gasoline. If you lit a match, they would go up in flames. Yes, and the others. I'm not explaining myself to you. I don't know you. I don't care about how you feel about what I said. I said what I said. I meant what I said because it came from a place of hurt feelings. And I don't, again, I'm not explaining myself. If I said red and you heard green, then it's green. Have fun. No, seriously, who smells like gasoline? It smells like. I swear to God, I was looking at her tattoo, but this girl walked in with her dad, but she's like my age, and I was looking at her leg because she has a 2016 tattoo on it, and he kind of looked at me like this. I enjoy the tattoo. Walk around with the light. You will find. Oh. No, I just realized what you was talking about. Hell no. No, it's really strong. It smells like gasoline. He is so pissed off. I just joined back in. Okay, cool. Never said anything about money. Again, I'm not explaining myself, bro. I don't know how y'all just be joining in exactly when I make the goal. It's so crazy. Almost like y'all was sitting in here and watched me make the goal. But it's cool. Like, I just don't care. Again, tapping was free. FYP was free. Even holding up a conversation like the other people was, asking me how my day was, just chit-chatting as friends. That was cool, too. But y'all is welcome to do whatever the fuck y'all want to do with your life. And I don't really care about nothing. You feel how you feel, I feel how I feel. It's not here. It might be in progress. What's the code number for it? Like the code on the app. Or the number.
Let me do like 2 more.
Yeah, it's still in progress.
804.
Yeah, look at my face. It's breaking out low key, y'all. Hold on. I think it's the way that I'm shaving. My skin does better with a razor than the electric thing that I've been smoothing it out with. There's no reason to be hurtful and rude. I promise. I'm not hurt at all. They come, they go. I have the best avoidant attachment style. If somebody is that quick to go for me saying something, then they weren't meant to be here. Oh my gosh. Anytime before I would be like, why are people staring at me? Today I'm like, oh my god, people are staring at me. Good, because I want to stare at me too. So I feel good. I don't know if you heard me. I was like, I think I'm in love with you, but don't tell anybody. You're the light of my life. Literally. I don't like, this is gonna sound really weird. I don't like acknowledge people. So like if I give you my number and I actually text you like throughout the day, just like talking, you made it in my book. But if I tell you that you're cute, understand that I could think the heavens of you.
1609 for cheeseburger?
And probably not.
Sorry about that.
Was it 1609?
If you scan, yeah.
Let me scroll back up.
Okay, so you see that little QR code right there on that side right there? You scan that, it'll bring up the link for the application and you'll be able to apply.
It is.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Did you guys order?
We did, but we don't know our number. We did it on the kiosk.
Did you guys pay it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a cheeseburger. Oh, wait, it is cheeseburger. Thank you so much. What do you want? A cheeseburger or a chicken sandwich? I mean, a chicken sandwich. Your ass is getting a cheeseburger. No, it's okay. I like it. I'm just not supposed to have cheese. But I'm also not really supposed to have bread. It's okay, I promise. It's okay, I got a cheeseburger. She did it on the app because she had some free points. And I just told her my location. She put it in. It smacks. This is my mouth. Why do you bag all the bad bitches when you're not really that cute? If you want to, then do it. I appreciate you. This shit hit so hard. Thank you, God. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, universe. Thank you, deities. Thank you, angels. Thank you, God. Shout out to Jade and Lavender. And Morgan. Morgan was a baddie too. I don't know if I followed her. I think she just left alive too quick.
You put my phone on the charger? Let me watch this.
Fucking text her back. My screen gets greasy as shit. Notice how other people are helping wear pretty except me at first. Wait, what? You're literally fucking gorgeous. Your hair is cute as shit. You're cute as shit. You're literally adorable. It's your fucking birthday. You are beautiful. And you better say it in the chat box. You're gorgeous. No, I'm not even joking. Like, you're actually so beautiful. I don't know where you got that from, but you are gorgeous. Seriously. And you deserve to hear that every day of your life. And if they aren't telling you that every day of your life, you're in the wrong place. Get out. Quick. Yeah, it's her 20th birthday. And she's talking about not being batty shot o'clock. What just made you feel old? Who is texting me? I'm not reading it. I don't care what he's talking about. Jesus fucking Christ. I never asked for 3 paragraphs because I just asked why you was sitting in my live stream. Jesus Christ. You would think I said the worst thing in the whole wide world to these people. I'm not even being rude, but I'm really not reading that. I also have no hard feelings. Like, I genuinely just said what I said. It wasn't really that serious, and I meant it. So I'm not gonna read something when I don't have no malicious feelings towards a person. And I'm also just, I'm reserving energy. I feel like to beef, it has to be two-sided. I'll let you know right here and now. We're not beefing. I have nothing against you. I'm an adult. I'm about to say what I need to say. I love your shoes. I like your shoes.
Thank you.
They're super cool.
Thank you.
They're so cute. There's literally no CA linked anywhere. Cheers. I don't give a damn. Requesting all of the money that you sent me over the time period back because I asked you why you were sitting in the back of my live streams. Like, I'm gonna send that shit back to you is crazy. Attached to 3 different paragraphs is insane. So it just keeps exceeding. God bless him. Maybe it's
Excuse me. I'll get you guys a character for that.
I want to say something so bad, but I'm genuinely just holding my peace with God. I also genuinely made God proud because I kept my promise that today I wasn't going to yell or scream or say anything mean or crash out or anything. I was going to reserve energy and stay patient, which I did, and I was rewarded, which means that I keep the pace. I don't get rewarded and stop. So I'm going to say absolutely, positively nothing that's on my brain at the moment. Is the chicken sandwich over there or no? You don't have to get it. I was just wondering if it's sitting. I don't want nobody to steal it. There's a lot of fucking kids coming through here. These kids look cool though. I love these shoes they've got on. The fashion is up there. PA people, we know how to dress. It's so cute. Lovator queen.
Good attitude. Have a good day. Yes, you too.
What y'all doing? I'm bored. Oh my Jesus Christ. Please just stop texting me. I actually think I should show y'all these messages from this person crashing out right now. First it was, I'm just effing with you. I don't want it sent back. It's just the principle of how you treat people. Then I laughed and said, stop messaging me. And then they go, it will either be sent back today or both of your pages will be removed by today. Now mess with me. You would think I was in a relationship with this person. What is going on? Is this a grown man? Every 6 months, you're supposed to get your testosterone level checked. When you are a trans man, speaking from a trans man myself, because too much testosterone can turn into estrogen.
Sorry about that.
Mine is coming up. In July. People can do whatever they want in their life. They can dream the biggest dream. Doesn't mean it's gonna come true. What's your question?
Yes.
I was always very tomboyish. I grew up. Excuse me, sorry. I grew up with a lot of freedom and a lot of. It's so funny. I grew up with no freedom and a lot of freedom at the same time. My mother was a very masculine woman, and my father and her have been married for as long as I am alive. Um, they're past now, but he never was. What's the right word? Like insecure or challenged by her masculinity. She rocked a short hair because she was army retired veteran, um, etc. My dad worked in Penn State College, so it was just kind of like I've always seen a beautiful relationship, a beautiful household where people could be them. And so I grew up tomboyish myself. I really hated to wear shirts. I would like to run around with no socks and no shirt on, which is what I was known for. And it really wasn't a problem. I mean, I even have baby pictures. Like I was younger, I had issues. My biological mother, it was a she had some issues with some substances, so I was born 100% addicted to, aim because of those issues. So I would have like symptoms of pulling my hair out. So that led to me being comfortable with the fact of having short hair because my parents would have to shave my head off frequently as a young kid. So I was definitely comfortable with it. And when my hair would get too long, I would always be so uncomfortable when I had shirts on or, if I had socks on, dress or skirt for the holidays. I would be very uncomfortable and I always would express that in ways. And for me as a kid, it was a way of like destruction at first with like pulling my hair out. And then I just kind of like went on my own of dressing myself as a female, presenting female, dressing myself, doing my own hair, da 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 da. I stopped doing my hair when I was around like 12 years old because I just hated to do it, and I hated to have to do it. So one time my sister was just like, "Do you want your hair cut off?" And I said, "Yeah." And she took me without my mom's permission, and she got it all shaved off. And I really do think that was the start of it all, because that was the start of as simple as it was. Like, how some people, LGBTQIA, they grow up terrified to even come out the closet, and I feel for them. I wasn't in a very open home, but it was almost like they got over it very quickly, and it was as supportive as they could be. So, I started to, dress a little masculine, dress a little tomboyish around like 10, 11, on my own. My parents, how they dressed me, I have pictures to even back my story up. When my parents dressed me, they would dress me my mother would dress me as I wanted to be dressed. This is like my sisters and them would have pink and shit on. I was neutral colors. I always had a fresh pair of Air Force Ones. They was the only shoes I could wear because I'm extremely flat-footed. I wore the same tracksuits as my brothers. We would have the same tracksuits. My hair would be braided up. And it really just wasn't a problem. Now, when I cut my hair off, my mom always had short hair. So it immediately, like these are pictures of me as a baby. I would get my hair shaved off all the time so it would stay around that length. You would think I was a little boy, honest to God. I enjoyed my hair cut off, but my mom did not, and that started to raise like speculation. So the more I felt comfortable presenting myself as me, I felt comfortable being me, and I kind of stopped really caring about what anybody else would think, and that kind of led to me starting to date girls, I guess, in high school, elementary, whatever the hell, I don't know. And then that progressed to going all the way to high school. This is me when I first got my hair cut. And I think that dressing masculine was one thing, but then when I got my hair cut like this, it just really, for some reason, ticked my mom off. And then it was like, she was trying to get me all these female shit, like nail kits and dresses and shit like that. But I would not wear it, and it started to make a drift between us. But I didn't understand because she was the same masculine way. So I stayed, lesbian, but it got really hard. Like, it was really hard to like dress. My mom started like micromanaging what I was like wearing, who I was talking to. I wasn't allowed to have like social media, things like that. We never had sleepovers in the first place. I was homeschooled. Before that, I went to Catholic school, and then I was homeschooled because she didn't want me in a brick and mortar school. I also was being severely bullied because of how I dressed differently and how I was starting to act as I was dressing. Like, I was starting to act more masculine, and I wasn't really a person who was ever in the closet because I was literally raised up by these same people that I didn't need to hide who I was, And then when I really started to be who I was, even my sister was just kind of like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on? And I think that made me, I'm not going to lie, I do say that like in therapy, I think it made me rebel a little bit, but I don't think that my transition is rebellion. Let me say that again before I finish the story. I do believe that the way that my family reacted to me being a masculine lesbian made some rebellious in me, but my transition was not for rebellion. I ended up going to high school, and there were a lot of other transgender people there, and I didn't even know what it was until my second semester of performing arts high school. My principal was LGBTQIA, our secretary was LGBTQIA, our whole school was full of it, and it was the first place where I was like able to be me. Mind you, my mom did not even want me going to the school. My aunt was the one who took me to the audition and signed for all the papers. And because of that, my mom did not interact with any of my schooling, my whole high school. Like, I literally started to when I got that haircut, I started to raise myself. In almost every way, shape, or form. And it was so funny to me because my sister was the one who even took me to get the haircut. So wait, I want to tell you guys how I came out because that's so funny. Right before high school, actually. So I'm like, everybody, we're about to go to fucking family dinner at this kind of like Golden Corral, but it was called Fire Mountain for us, and it's closed down now. And Pennsylvanians know what Fire Mountain was to us. And my sister is like, mind you, remember I said I wasn't supposed to have no social media, and my mom is retired Army, like Queen didn't play. She knew I always had social media. All of them always knew. But one random fateful fucking day, and y'all know exactly how it works, really random. Like, why are you being a pick-me? Like, so random, guys. So random. I get called downstairs. My mom is like, Ty. I'm like, yeah. And then she goes, no, you're not dressing like a boy going anywhere with me. I am done. I'm done with this. And I'm like looking at her also dressed masculine. I'm like, what's going on, Queen? What is going on? Like, y'all, I'm shocked. And Everybody, like my whole family, is staring at me. I'm shocked. I don't know where this is coming from. I'm really upset. My sister's standing there. My mom has her iPad in her hand, and she goes, "And you got a Facebook?" I was like, what? I still laugh to this day about this. I was like, what? she put the iPad. This is the iPad. This is the iPad. This is the iPad. This is always gonna be so fucking funny to me, y'all. This is the iPad. So, let me move this charger. She goes, and my sister's standing directly behind her. My mom's sitting down in a chair. My aunt's standing up. My other siblings are on the bottom of the steps, like, because we had a big staircase, then we had a bottom ledge. So they're sitting on the ledge, and I'm in the middle of the staircase, just looking over the banister. Genuinely just looking up, like, I'm just shocked. And you want to know what I was wearing? Gray Converse, red and black basketball shorts, and a blue, it was like, back in the day, it was like that brand with the monkey on it, and it used to have cute little sayings. It was cool. One of those shirts, and my hair was in like a bun. She goes like that with the iPad, just pissed, just like that, and slid it over the table. And I just seen my page, and it was a video that I had posted. In the video, I literally said, "Hey y'all, what you doing? Just got off the phone with my girl. I'm sitting here watching Teen Beach Movie." Because Teen Beach Movie had just came out on Disney Channel. My sister gonna try and say, "And did you see? She said sitting right here smoking." I realized she snitched on me. All of my siblings are pretending that they don't know that I already was LGBT except for her. And she's acting like she just discovered this big monstrosity for the family. She found gold. It's crazy. Oh my God. This is going against Jesus Christ himself. And so my mom goes, "I'm going to ask you this one time and one time only. Do you mess around with girls?" I looked at everybody in their face and I said so loudly, I got so mad, guys. I was like, "I'm gay, okay? I don't care what anyone says. Now leave me alone." My Aunt Cheryl was like, "Oh shit." My sister's like, see, I told you. I've been told y'all. I was been telling y'all. My spidey senses, my gay senses, I can always tell. And then my other two sisters was just sitting on the ledge silent because they knew, but they wasn't going against me. It was just like they were pretending like they didn't know though, and that wasn't helpful at all either. Like, y'all are acting just as shocked as everybody else. You're adding fuel to the fire. It was really crazy because my brother is in prison for natural life, and somehow he called on my mom's phone, and then my grandmother called my aunt on her phone at the same damn time. And guess what they were told? Ty is gay. My grandmother lashed out, like she freaking lived around the corner, but she walked around the corner. Gave this whole damn story about something about a pillar of damn salt and how she went against God and turned back and pillar of salt, and I'm gonna be the pillar of salt. And my grandmother for once a month for a whole year, and I'm not exaggerating, I wouldn't lie on her. Every month she would sit me down and tell me the story about that, tell me the story about Solomon and Gomorrah, and then and then tell me that she loves me and she knows I can do better, but this is going against God, and that she'd rather me be a prostitute with AIDS than be gay. That's her Baptist soul. And I dealt with that once a month. It was like a formal thing. And then for half of that year, I actually got sent to go live with my grandmother. So And then we actually grew very close. My grandmother ended up passing away in love with my transition. Not in love, but just accepting of it. After that, I really wasn't bothered, but again, I started to basically raise myself. My mom didn't even react really. It was almost like my mom, it was hard to explain. She would discipline you, but then allow other people to discipline you. It was really weird. So though she didn't do anything, other people was just really like rude, and I just wanted to go eat at Fire Mountain. And then I ended up going to high school, and about the transition, I started transitioning with like a couple of friends as they them my freshman year. So I was like 15 about to be 16. Yeah. And started going by they, them, non-binary with just a few friends and my therapist, but it wasn't enough for me. And the person that I was dating, we just started calling like, he, and I really loved it, so I shared it with a couple of friends. Again, I was always with a therapist, and my therapist always knew. And I just kind of like basically socially transitioned the whole high school until my junior year. I went to the very first Pride with a couple of friends and took some pictures, and the specific picture I still have. And it was of me, and I had stickies on my chest, and I didn't have a shirt on, I had shorts on, and it was like a picture of me with some drag queens. And I posted it on Instagram. And my mom don't even have no Instagrams. And to this day, I really do think it was my sister who showed her. But I don't know to this day who sent it to her, but somebody sent her the picture of it. And so she basically found out that I was transgender, and I got kicked out the same day. And that's how I became homeless while I was still in high school. And then I started to openly transition with everybody. Started talking to my therapist about it. That was 2018. I started testosterone in 2020, February of 2020. I also have never relived with my parents after that day. I was homeless. I got an RV camper. I had my RV parked in front of their house before, but I never relived with my parents ever. I lived on their property, not in their house. And that's how I transitioned. Now I'm 24, fully transitioned. I got my top surgery a month after my mom passed away, and I feel freer than ever. And I finished high school while being homeless and couch hopping with friends. Then all my friends went off to college, and I was on the streets in a tent. How did my mom pass? I don't know for sure. I didn't even know my mom passed away until like a little bit later on the next day. But she had a long time struggle with COVID pneumonia. When she was in the Army, she had some issues with like asthma, COPD, fluid around the heart. When I was 14 years old, she got really, really, really sick. We got really scared. She got put on in a medical coma, and then from then on, she was on full-time oxygen the rest of her life. It was really hard. Not only was I like LGBTQIA, but all of my siblings like grew up and left the house. I was the only person in the house with my mom and my dad while my mom was going through depression, illness, and menopause. My mom hated my guts, bro. I would come home from school and be like, hey mom, what are you doing? She's like, what? Shut my door. We were not really that close. It's so funny. All I ever wanted my mom to do is like kind of love me. I think that she loved me, but she didn't like me all the time. I was the only child that she could never control. She used to say that too. She used to say, out of all of my, now mind you, I have one brother in prison for natural life. I have one in prison for 18 years for statutory. I have like another one that was like, all of my siblings are awful. None of them went anywhere. I'm the only one who got into a performing arts high school, graduated, made it out, but no, nothing on my criminal record at all to this day. But I'm the worst child. Why? Because I spoke back. Because my mom was severely racist too. Like, as a black woman, like, it was bad. Like, the things that she would say about YT people, Asian people, Islamic people, like, it was, we would get into actual big arguments. Like, me and my mom would get into arguments like people in the street because I wouldn't allow her to say certain things around me. But I was the child and I was supposed to shut up, and then that would lead to me getting into it with my siblings, and like I just could not be controlled at all. I also was not raised by my mother a lot. I was adopted at 3 months old by her, but my mom also had a whole bunch of kids. Like, there was maybe, like, my mom raised 12 kids altogether. One of them was her biological child. All of us she has since babies though. And I was the last one, and I finally was able to have a session with my mom, with my therapist about my mom a little bit after she left, which I have a core memory of, because I was able to recognize that my mom, like, and she said it, like, before in the argument, she was like, no, I did not want you, Ty, but Angie kept having kids, and I wouldn't see y'all like that. Angie is my biological mom. So basically, I was like a product of, like, she was a really good person who was tired of raising really fucked up children that weren't her own. Like, my biological mother, apparently when my older siblings were younger, used to live with her and, like, would steal from her and have her, house robbed and things. So even though I didn't do anything, I was like, she apparently made a vow, like, she would never help my biological mom again. And nobody knew that my biological mom was pregnant with me because she was so skinny and she was still using. They didn't know until my biological dad beat her real bad, shoved her down some steps, and I guess the story they told me, she was laying there for a while bleeding, but when they got her to the hospital, she was alright, but I found out she was like literally 7 months pregnant, queen. This guy is cleaning these windows so wrong, and I just want to go take the Windex from him and clean it myself. Damn. My brain just went blank. I'm tired of talking, actually. Sorry. I'm gonna take a blinky break. Oh damn, I'm in the McDonald's. Ow! Getting a little too comfortable. It's not 5 o'clock somewhere. It's not 5 o'clock here. This is my... Don't make me drink alone. I got a little too comfortable. Literally watching the manager clean the windows wrong. I gotta take a break. No, I don't. What's up, Drew? Good. I needed to laugh too. That's why I don't talk about my life. My life is too fucking sad. Nobody wants to hear that sad shit. I don't even talk to my therapist no more. I haven't been to therapy in months because I just got tired of talking. Literally. I just got tired of talking that shit. It's the summertime. Our therapy is going outside. Where the beer at? Just kidding. Yo, what up? My bad, I've been hibernating this cold way. No, I was just talking about why the fuck I don't think we're gonna get a summer at all. You're probably talking about like an actual cold, I just realized, but it's cold as fuck. Like, why is it not summer weather here? And the north, we're in the northeast, right? In the north, I just say the north. Fuck all the statistics, bitch. I'm not a geographer. I'm not Walter Peck. Yeah, no, it's 92 and 4. I thought you was in New York. Damn! Where do you just keep hopping to? I swear you was in PA, then you was in New York, now you in Florida, but that's crazy because you traveling. That's lit. You in Ohio? I'm in PA. We're not far from each other. Ohio, treat me well. I was in PA, then North Carolina, back and forth. And that's crazy that New York was never a part. Is this stigmatization? Is this stigmatization? Did I look at you and just say New Yorker? You know, it's so funny how you be looking at people and you're not supposed to be like, oh, that's a certain ethnicity. We do that shit with New Yorkers because I think that anybody who has a certain look, you are from the Brooklyn himself, the Bronx, Harlem, I don't know which borough. You're from somewhere in my eyes. That's crazy. I've been to North Carolina though. I went to Emerald Isle Beach with my ex and his family. My day's doing much better. Marissa, how's your day doing? Dear wrestling, I'll come to you as a wrestler. So my energy seems sweet. Thank you. When you're sweet to me, it's sweet to you. When you're sour to me, it's sour to you. I kind of want that chicken sandwich. Did she get that chicken sandwich or no? Does anybody? Should we go look? You're far from home? Why does that remind... I fucked up for laughing, but why does that remind me of the one John where she was like, do I have the floor? Do I? And he was like, yes, you do. You were far away from home. Damn. They treated you like Sandy from fucking Bikini Bottom. A squirrel in the fucking deep blue sea, dog. That's crazy. It was like I was in Get Out. Damn, what part was you in? The part I was in, Trump is president, and he was actually there because we were there on the beach, and we kept seeing these helicopters, and I know military, and I was like, those are military helicopters. And his grandma was like, no, I don't think so. And I was like, no, Trump is here. And she was like, no. And I was like, probably. And then we found out, like, she did call me and Cam downstairs. She's like, guys, be careful because you were right. Like, he is here. They're having, like, some type of rally or whatever. But all of the even Trump supporter people were so nice on that damn beach. I didn't want to leave. I left early, actually. It's supposed to be 2 weeks. I was there for, like, what, 6 days? I was in Arden, which is a mix of people. Oh, yeah. I only went to that little beach part, so I really don't know. I'm talking like I've been all over fucking North Carolina. But, you know, I was shocked. I was shocked. They're so hospitable down there. Very hospitable. This lady stopped both of us when we had our trans tape on, and she was telling us, good parts of the beach to go to, and she had this big ass Trump flag on her shit. And we were low-key scared. That wasn't a time to be alive, but we made it. I was still a youngin'. So I definitely did not pass. I thought I was gonna be in that lady's fucking basement in 3 seconds. Damn. I think she just said, "Are you holding on the McRib?" My fat ass. Is there a McRib? Did the McRib come back? Did y'all hear that shit too? Did you get to eat today? Somebody got me a free cheeseburger. Right now we got enough for the motel. We'll get something to eat later. One guy was ranting about immigration. I was like, I don't know why he thought I was gonna. Yo, people, this crazy you said that. The amount of people who sit there and talk negatively about transgender people to me, not knowing that I'm trans, is crazy. I once at Sheetz had a man who was a little drunker, sit down and, asked if he can sit with me, spoke with me, and we were just talking about, his life and things like that. And he, start talking about, transgender people and how, his family just never went about that, and it just wasn't who he was and things like that. And then he looks at me and he goes, "But you're not, you don't agree with that stuff, do you?" In a very drunken slur. Damn well I looked at him, I go, "Nah, people can do what they want, but it's not for me." I will never forget that day in my life. I'll never forget that day in my life. I was so fucking scared. And y'all probably think that that's a good thing that I passed that well. It's not. Because if I would have said anything like that, you could tell that he was definitely the type of person who would have attacked me and said that I led him on or something. I don't fucking know what the issue is, but I don't play them type of games. I definitely code switch when I'm here. In Pennsylvania, you have to code switch. When I was an hour away in that hotel, I really was as masculine as I can be. Me now that I'm back in the city. Happy Pride Month! Yeah! Fuck out my way when you see me. I'm rolling with the LG. Earlier on the live stream, somebody was like, "You see him whispering that he's trans because he's ashamed." I looked around and I just yelled it out. I yelled it out, bitch. I'm in this city. I don't give a damn. Now back where I was an hour away, yeah, no. But that's survival out here. That's scary. Heck no. Yeah, it is. But I'm very used to it. It does get very scary. You never know. And that's why I'd be scared to make I want male friends very bad. But I be getting scared to make cisgender male friends because I'm nah, these folks. I'll never forget when I got my top surgery. And my plug, who I literally have taken car rides with, have sat in the car and talked with him so much before I had top surgery. Y'all know exactly what I look like. I got top surgery and I asked him if he could bring it up to because I was in the roadway, and I was like, "Can you bring it up to my room?" He was like, "Yeah, are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I just had surgery." And then he was asking me what the surgery was for. I was like, "I got my, top surgery." And he was like, "Huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm trans. I got my top surgery." And he was like, "Oh, bro, I thought you were just a gay dude." And I was like, "No, I was born female." Nobody knew. And it was just weird because I realized, how many transphobic people am I friends with? This is scary. It's me, Jessica. I'm in here. Literally, I'm in here. There was another guy at Chipotle when I worked there, Justin. He said something really, really rude about a trans woman right next to me and chuckled with Bree. And I'm looking at him you have my paperwork. You have my paperwork. like, right? Don't you know? And then at any ends, everybody in there is queer. Everybody in there is queer. My boss only, this is so funny, my boss only hires queer people. It's not intentional, but it just became a thing. Like, everyone in there is, and my stand is queer. And yeah, so they knew I was like queer, but they didn't know what. And then Clancy was like, I said something about being trans, and then Clancy was like, yeah, because I didn't know until I saw your name on the schedule. And I was like, who is that? And they were like, it's Roy. And I was like, no way, why do I talk just like that? I gotta tell her. I'm around her too much. I talk exactly how she talks with her facial expressions. Y'all gotta be around her. She's so, you're a classic Jew. We call her our classic Jew. I need to work somewhere like that. Yo, it's so fun, not gonna lie. But also, sometimes we do be getting into it. Like, there's like, the one thing I will say is that we are all not scared to say something. So if you annoy us, we're going to say that you're annoying us. And that's just going to be that, because Marissa doesn't say anything about it. And Marissa even tells us, like, if a customer is pissing us off, either call security or tell them to fuck off. Jess will call security real quick. She's like, give me your phone. Why want them out of here? New page? No, it's my main. Oh, it depends on where you're from. You're probably from my other page. Good morning, short boss. But yeah, it's pretty chill. But she's like, and I did not know until I saw the name. And I was like, oh, that's Roy? I was like, yes, queen. Her girlfriend's name is Basil. I love that shit. I love non-binary people's names. But here in Pennsylvania, I don't know if there's anywhere else, we have Clancy chips, and that's where it's from, the chip bag. And they are the best chips. Do y'all have Clancy's where y'all are? Clancy chips? I think I have to pee. I don't live far from you. I've never heard of them. You gotta go to the Dollar Tree, queen. Let me show you them. You've seen them. You probably never heard of them, but seen them if you live. You know Clancy's, girl. They're all over. You probably just never paid attention to what the name was, but I'm sure you've seen one of these bags somewhere, especially in your local, like, Dollar Tree or Aldi's. Oh, I'm thinking you live in fucking Pennsylvania. You in Maryland, Baltimore. Yeah, fuck up. You do. Yeah, you do. Yeah. You do. It's like, no. Fucked up. Yes, I have to use the restroom, I'm sure. Of course it's fucking dead. How have I not hit this shit all morning? When I go to hit it, it's dead. What is the logic behind the shit that goes on in my fucking life? There's nobody in this life.